You're about to see the top 7 niches in 2026. All of them can be created for free, and you can create each one in just a few minutes. They are all faceless, and they are all powered by AI. This course contains a lot of value that we will provide to you for free. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Each one of these niches has brought millions of views, and some of them have brought hundreds of millions of views on individual videos. If you're interested in creating faceless content with AI, this video will help you a lot. Let's start. Niche 1. AI Factory Niche. There are many new channels publishing AI Factory videos right now, and they are getting millions of views. For example, look at this channel. This video got more than 5 million views, and this one got almost 2 million views. And the crazy part is that many of these channels are still new. They don't have huge teams, and they don't need real factory footage. They are using AI to create cinematic factory videos that look professional, satisfying, and highly realistic. There are many videos like these, so it is clear that this niche is in high demand on YouTube. The opportunity is in your hands now. You can take advantage of this niche and start today by creating your own AI factory videos. So let's start immediately by explaining how to create AI factory videos step by step. Step 1. Set up your content engine with Claude. The very first thing you need to do is head over to the description of this video and grab the full prompt document. This isn't just a short little text prompt, it's a carefully engineered content system packed with every single instruction Claude needs to generate a full professional video concept for you. Open Claude, paste it in, and send it. Claude will respond with one simple question. What is your topic? In my case, I chose a cake factory. Why? Because it's immediately recognizable, it's fascinating to watch, and it has broad global appeal. Pick something with that same energy. Type your topic into Claude and send it. Now watch what happens. Claude doesn't just give you a vague idea, it generates a complete structured scene breakdown. Step 2. Generate your first scene in Google Labs Flow. Now it's time to bring this script to life. Open Google Labs Flow. Once you're in, select the VO 3.1 model. This is critical. Do not use an older model. Set the aspect ratio to landscape, horizontal format. Now take the scene prompt that Claude generated for scene 1, copy it completely, paste it into the prompt field, and hit generate. What you're going to see come out is genuinely impressive.
Ever wondered how the cakes on supermarket shelves are actually made?
A cinematic quality that would have been impossible for an independent creator just a year ago. Step 3. Maintain continuity between scenes. When your first scene finishes generating, go to the very last frame of that video clip. Right-click on it and save that frame as an image. Now, when you go to generate scene 2, you're going to use the start option. Upload that last frame from scene 1 as your start image. Now paste the scene to prompt and generate. What this does is extraordinary. It forces the AI to begin scene 2 from the exact same visual world where scene 1 ended. Your scenes now flow together like they were shot by a real cinematography team in a real location. Do this for every single scene transition. Save the last frame. Upload it as the start of the next scene. Repeat until you have every scene generated. Step 4. Assemble in Polish in CapCut. Open CapCut and import all of your generated clips. Arrange them on the timeline in the exact order Claude laid out in your scene breakdown. Play through the whole thing from start to finish. Check for any AI artifacts or visual glitches. A hand with too many fingers, a machine that looks physically impossible. These things happen occasionally with AI-generated video. This is the final video.
Ever wondered how the cakes on supermarket shelves are actually made? Today, we're taking you inside a modern factory
Reaching ordinance. Every cake begins with precise dry ingredients: flour, sugar, cocoa, and raising agents.
Automated systems weigh each batch to within a fraction of a gram trace. Because in baking, precision isn't optional. From storage silos overhead to the mixing floor below, ingredients.
Once everything looks clean and the pacing feels right, you have your finished video. Export it at 1080p. Niche 2, Lost Containers, Niche. After less than 48 hours of uploading the video, it got over 30,000 views, as you can see. This is the channel I created 2 days ago, and the results I got were truly crazy, and I want you to do the same. So, I'll explain my system to you step by step so you can start today. After weeks of research, I found this channel that changed everything I thought I knew about YouTube. Unclaimed. Look, this short got 22 million views in just 1 month. They're videos about someone opening a cargo container floating in the ocean. Just AI-generated POV footage of a jet ski rider discovering treasure at sea. Already pulling numbers that take traditional creators years to achieve. And here's the part that should make you pay attention. Every single frame was generated by AI prompts in under an hour. I'm going to show you exactly how to replicate this system, step by step, tool by tool. Let's start. Step 1. Deep channel analysis using Gemini. Copy the unclaimed channel URL. Paste it directly into Gemini with this exact detailed instruction. Gemini loads the channel homepage and begins systematically processing all available published content, analyzing patterns. This deep analysis process takes roughly 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Step 2. Deep analysis of viral videos. Navigate to the unclaimed channel. Select the popular option to rank all content by total view count. Identify and select the top 5 videos specifically, the ones with 10 million plus views each. Copy their links. Return to the Google document linked in the video description and locate the section titled Video Analysis Prompt. Copy the entire detailed prompt. Paste it into Gemini, followed by the 5 video links stacked vertically. Gemini analyzes each of the 5 videos to identify patterns in visual composition, timing, audio usage, and emotional pacing that drive engagement. Step 3. Idea generation. Copy the complete ideas generation prompt from the document. Paste it into Gemini without any modifications or changes. Hit send and wait for processing. Gemini returns 10 distinct treasure discovery scenario concepts following the exact, proven patterns it identified from analyzing those successful viral videos. Read through all 10 generated unique concepts extremely carefully and thoughtfully. Pick the single one that makes you instinctively think, I would immediately stop scrolling and click that video without any hesitation. Step 4. Scene generation. Copy the complete scene generation prompt from the document. Paste it into Gemini along with your chosen treasure concept from the previous step. Send the message and wait for Gemini to process. Gemini converts your single-sentence concept idea into 5 individual, highly detailed scene prompts that together form a complete narrative arc. Step 5. AI video generation using Grok. Copy your complete first scene description, including every technical detail and specification. Open Grok AI in a separate browser tab or window. Locate and click Grok's video generation mode option in the interface. Set the output format parameter to vertical 9:16 aspect ratio. Paste your complete first scene prompt into the generation input field. Click the Generate button and wait for processing to complete. When Scene 1 completes rendering successfully, watch the generated result at least 3 complete times and evaluate it extremely critically using professional standards. Here's the absolutely critical continuation technique that separates professional-looking results from obvious amateur work. Right-click on the frame you find most suitable to continue the next scene from. Select Save Video Frame from the context menu. This action captures that exact frame as a static high-resolution image file, saved to your computer's storage. When you're ready to generate Scene 2, click here to go to your video library and select Animate Images. Then upload that previously saved frame image from Scene 1. Then paste your complete second scene prompt text into the Generation input field and click Generate to begin processing. This continuation method creates seamless, natural transitions between consecutive scenes that feel like one continuous shot. Repeat this exact continuation process methodically and carefully for all remaining scenes in proper sequence. Step 6. Editing in CapCut. Launch CapCut Video Editor application and create a new blank project. Import all scene video clips into CapCut's Media Library panel on the left side. Drag Scene 1 from the Media Library onto the main editing timeline. Watch it completely from start to finish while paying close attention to pacing, rhythm, and flow. Carefully trim any dead frames at the clip, beginning where literally nothing happens or advances the story forward. Add Scene 2 immediately after Scene 1 on the timeline with absolutely no gap between them. Watch the transition point between the 2 clips extremely carefully multiple times. Continue systematically adding scenes 3, 4, 5 in proper narrative sequential order onto the timeline. Once all scenes are arranged completely, watch the entire sequence from absolute start to finish without pausing or stopping playback. Ruthlessly identify and eliminate dead moments without any mercy or emotional attachment. Grok generates videos with environmental audio already embedded, but you absolutely must add a music track. Go to Epidemic Sound, Find music in the adventure or discovery or ocean category. Import the music file to CapCut. Layer it underneath your video at approximately 60% volume level. Final critical technique, the pattern interrupt hook that forces engagement. Carefully scrub through your timeline and find your most visually dramatic moment. Duplicate it, then place that moment at the absolute beginning of your video timeline. Then immediately start your actual video narrative after that moment. This is the final video. Export your final assembled video at 1080p resolution minimum for acceptable quality. Step 7. Title engineering. Your video title must follow this specific proven DNA structure formula. Don't forget to disclose that it contains AI-powered content when publishing. Niche 3. Giant Fruit Homes Niche. Imagine a niche where you don't need real construction, no expensive camera, no actors, and no complex production. And above all that, you can create it for free using AI. Look, these AI fruit home shorts are getting tens of millions of views right now. For example, this banana home short got 68 million views. And I personally tested this niche on a brand new channel. After less than 48 hours, one of my videos got over 3,000 views. Let's get started right away. Production process. Step 1. Research with Gemini. Before you create a single frame of video, you need data. Open Gemini in a new browser tab. Copy the Home Magic channel link, paste it into Gemini, and ask it to analyze the channel's content strategy in detail. Give it about 90 seconds to process. What comes back is gold. Every single detail that makes those videos work is now sitting in front of you, organized and readable. Now go to that channel's video tab, sort by most popular, and copy the URLs of the top 5 fruit home videos. Go back to the document in the description, copy the video analysis prompt, and paste it into Gemini along with those 5 URLs stacked vertically. Gemini will watch all 5 videos and return the exact viral formula broken down frame by frame. What happens in the first 5 seconds to stop the scroll, how the construction pace is structured, how long the reveal holds before the video ends. Step 2. Copy the ideas generation prompt from the document. Send it to Gemini. It will give you 10 strong topic ideas, all following the proven formula. Step 3. Get your scene prompts. Go back to the document and copy the image and video prompt. Paste it into Gemini, add the topic you chose, and send. Here's what Gemini is doing behind the scenes. It's taking your simple concept and converting it into 10 to 12 individual cinematic scene descriptions. Step 4. Generate the starting image. Copy the image prompt that Gemini gave you. Open Google Labs Flow and create a new project. Select Nano Banana, set the canvas to vertical format, paste the image prompt, and send. When the image generates, look at it critically before downloading. Does the lighting look natural and warm? Does the background field look open and clean? When you're happy with it, download it and keep it easily accessible. You'll use it as the starting point for Scene 1. Step 5. Generate your videos. Go back to your scene prompts and copy Scene 1. Switch the model in Google Labs Flow to VO 3.1. Upload the image you generated in the last step using the Start option. Paste the Scene 1 prompt into the generation field and hit send. When Scene 1 is ready, watch it at least 3 times before deciding anything. Once you have a clean Scene 1, go to the very last frame of that video. Right-click on it and select Save Frame as Image. Upload that saved frame using the Start option, paste the Scene 2 prompt, and send. Repeat this process for every scene. Work through all 10 to 12 scenes this way. Step 6. Edit in CapCut. Once all your scenes are downloaded and organized in your project folder, open CapCut and create a new project. Drag Scene 1 onto the timeline and watch it completely. Trim any dead frames at the beginning where nothing happens. Add Scene 2 right after with 0 gap. Watch the transition. If your frame continuation worked correctly, the cut should feel smooth. Continue adding all scenes in order the same way. Once the full sequence is on the timeline, watch it all the way through without stopping. This is the final results. When you're satisfied with the edit, export at 1080p minimum and download. When you publish it, put a title like this: DNA. Also, don't forget to mark your video as AI generated when publishing. Don't worry, it won't affect your views. Every video on this channel is marked and still performs well. Niche 4, AI Topiary Niche. Some videos in this niche have crossed over 100 million views, not because they are shocking, emotional, or complicated, but because they show something people almost never see. Massive living sculptures carved from trees and hedges into dragons, elephants, castles, and fantasy creatures, and gardens that look like they came from another world. This niche works because it creates instant visual awe. And in this video, I'll show you how to create these AI topiary videos step by step. Let's start. Step 1. Generate your animal and prompts. Open ChatGPT, go to the document in the description and copy the full topiary prompt. Paste it in and send without modifications. ChatGPT will return a list of animal names. Cross-reference the list against the 2-quality filter, unmistakable silhouette, and dramatic physical features, and choose the animal that scores highest on both. Type your choice and send. ChatGPT will return 5 image prompts and 5 scene prompts. Step 2. Generate your images in Google Labs Flow. Open Google Labs Flow, set the mode to image generation, select vertical aspect ratio, and set output to 4 per generation. Copy your first image prompt, paste it in, and generate. When selecting from the 4 results, you're evaluating for scale, precision, and environmental integration simultaneously. Scale means the topiary should look genuinely imposing, large enough that the surrounding garden feels intimate by comparison. For the reference image technique, when generating your second image, upload the first image as a reference in the start field before generating. Continue this pattern. Each new image uses the previous one as a reference through all 5 images. This forces visual consistency across your entire image set and makes the 5 images feel like a single tour through one extraordinary garden rather than 5 disconnected locations. Download the strongest result from each generation before moving to the video phase. Step 3. Generate your scenes in Google Labs Flow. Switch to video generation mode. Set output to 1 per generation. For your first scene, upload the first image into the start field and the second image into the end field. Go back to ChatGPT and copy the first scene prompt. Paste it in and generate. The start and end image combination is what makes topiary video generation produce results that look genuinely cinematic. By giving Veo 3.1 both a starting frame and an ending frame, you're defining the visual journey the camera takes between 2 specific moments. For your second scene, change the start field to the second image and the end field to the third image. Paste the second scene prompt and generate. Continue this pattern through all 5 scenes. Each scene begins where the previous one ended, creating a visual flow that moves the viewer through the topiary space in a single continuous journey. Download each approved clip and organize them sequentially. Step 4. Edit in CapCut and add music. Open CapCut, create a new project, and import all 5 clips. Place them in the timeline in the order they were generated. The start and end image technique has already built a visual journey into the sequence, and that journey should be preserved rather than reordered. If the generated audio feels wrong or is absent, add music from Epidemic Sound or YouTube's audio library. Search for something calm and grand, music that communicates the scale and craftsmanship of the topiary without drawing attention to itself. This is the final video. Export at 1080p, and mark as AI generated when you upload. Niche 5, Talking Objects Niche. Look at this faceless niche. It has become very popular recently because it turns normal everyday objects into characters with personalities. A frying pan, a chair, a coffee mug, or even a phone charger can suddenly start talking, complaining, or telling a funny story. This niche works because the idea is instantly understandable, but still surprising enough to stop people from scrolling. And the best part is that you can create endless videos from it because every object can become a new character. So in this blueprint, we will explain how to create talking object videos from scratch. So let's get started right away. Step 1. Generate your image prompts and script. Open ChatGPT. Go to the document in the description and copy the prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT, then type the name of the object you want. Send. What ChatGPT returns is two things simultaneously: a set of image prompts and a complete script for the object to speak. Step 2. Generate your images in Google Labs Flow. Open Google Labs Flow, create a new project, select vertical aspect ratio, and set output to 4 images per generation. Copy your first image prompt from ChatGPT, paste it in, and generate. When evaluating the 4 results, you're looking for one quality above everything else. Does this image communicate the object's personality without any words? The best images in this format are visually expressive in a way that makes the viewer immediately understand the character before a single line of script has been heard. Repeat for every image prompt. Download the strongest result from each generation and keep them organized in a numbered folder that matches the sequence of the script. Step 3. Generate your video scenes in Google Labs Flow. Switch Google Labs Flow to video generation mode. Set output to 1 per generation. Go back to ChatGPT and copy the first section of the script. Paste it into the generation field. Before sending, add the emotional state you want the object to perform in this scene: angry, excited, exhausted, smug, desperate, whatever fits the moment in the script. Upload the corresponding image into the start field and generate. The emotional state instruction is what separates talking object content that feels genuinely performed from content that feels like text floating over a moving image. Repeat for every section of the script. Download each approved clip and keep them organized sequentially. Step 4. Edit in CapCut. Open CapCut, create a new project, and import all your clips. Talking object content works best when several short clips are assembled into one complete short, rather than treated as separate 8-second clips. Place all your clips in the timeline in sequence. The editing priority in this format is continuity of character and story. Watch the full assembled edit as a viewer and ask yourself whether each object's personality feels consistent and whether the story flows naturally from one clip to the next. This is the final video.
I'm not non-stick magic forever! You stab me with forks, burn me with high heat, then blame the eggs!
I was made to flip pancakes, not survive lava. You leave me on the pan like I'm immortal rubber. One more second and I become kitchen chewing gum.
I stirred one sauce and came back smelling like garlic forever. You never wash me fast enough.
Now I taste like soup, curry, and emotional damage. You say just a pinch, then shake me like I owe you money. Now the chicken tastes like the oat.
Export at 1080p. Niche 6, Mythical Monsters Niche. Look at this channel. One video got 3.7 million views, another reached 1.5 million, and another got 1.3 million views, all from the same niche, all using the same AI method. This niche is about mythical monsters, creatures from ancient legend that people recognize but don't fully understand, and that is exactly why it works. The viewer is not only watching a monster, they are discovering the dark story behind it. And with AI, you can create these cinematic monster shorts without filming anything, without actors, and without complex production. So in this blueprint, I'll show you how to create mythical monster shorts step by step. Let's start. Step 1. Generate your topics and script. Open ChatGPT. Go to the document in the description and copy the topic generation prompt. Paste it in and send. ChatGPT will return 10 topic ideas. Read through all of them before choosing. Once you've chosen your topic, go back to the document, copy the script creation prompt, paste it into ChatGPT, add the title you chose, and send. What comes back is a complete, professionally structured script, ready to build a short around. Step 2. Create the voiceover. Copy the complete script and go to 11 Labs. This niche has a specific voice requirement that matters more than most creators realize. You need something that sounds like it belongs to a warrior or ancient storyteller, not a neutral narrator. The voice should carry weight and authority. It should sound like someone who has faced these creatures rather than someone reading about them from a textbook. Download when satisfied. Step 3. Generate your image prompts. Go back to the document and copy the image creation prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT, add your complete script, and send. What ChatGPT produces is a set of image prompts, one for each scene in the video, each one built around the specific moment in the script it corresponds to. Step 4. Generate your images in Google Labs Flow. Open Google Labs Flow and create a new project. Set the mode to image generation, select Nano Banana 2, choose vertical aspect ratio, and set output to 4 images per generation. Paste your first prompt and generate. When evaluating the 4 results, you're looking for one specific quality above all others. Does this image feel like it could have been painted for an ancient text? Mythical monster content lives or dies on atmosphere. Repeat for every image prompt. Download the strongest result from each generation and keep them organized in a numbered folder that matches the sequence of your script. Step 5. Animate your images in Google Labs Flow. Switch the mode in Google Labs Flow from image generation to video generation. Select VO 3.1 and set output to 1 per generation. Go back to the document and copy the scene creation prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT and send. What comes back is a motion prompt for each image. Instructions that tell VO 3.1 not just what to show, but how to move through it. For each scene, upload the corresponding image into the start field, paste the scene prompt, and generate. Using the start field anchors the generation to your specific image rather than letting the model invent its own visual starting point. The result is footage that feels like your image came to life rather than a new image that happens to be related. Work through every scene this way. Download each approved clip, name them sequentially, and keep them in the same organized folder. Step 6. Edit in CapCut. Open CapCut, create a new project, and import all your scenes and voiceover. Place the voiceover in the timeline first. Then, place your video scenes above it, one by one, aligning each scene with the specific line of the script it was built around. The visual and audio need to arrive at the same moment. When the script mentions the creature's most distinctive feature, the corresponding scene should be on screen at exactly that point. Once everything is synced, go to the caption section and generate auto captions. Select a bold, heavy font, something that reads as powerful and ancient rather than clean and modern. Apply a strong animation style to the captions and position them in the center of the frame so they sit naturally within the composition rather than floating at the bottom. Go to the transition section and choose a transition style that feels dramatic without being distracting. Apply it between every scene and set the duration to 0.3 or 0.5 seconds, short enough that it doesn't slow the pacing, long enough that it feels intentional rather than an abrupt cut. This is the final video.
This monster could call you by your name. It hides where the light never reaches. It learns voices perfectly, without mistakes. Hunters said it sounded like lost friends.
Niche 7, AI Micro Camera Animals Niche. A tiny camera attached to a scorpion just generated 105 million views. But here's the crazy part. There was no real scorpion, no real camera, and no real filming. Every single frame was created with AI. This niche works because it shows the world from a perspective people almost never see, through the eyes of tiny animals exploring hidden places. It feels real, mysterious, and instantly clickable. And since everything is AI generated, you can create videos like this without animals, without cameras, and without leaving your room. So let's start immediately by explaining how to create AI micro camera animal shorts step by step. Step 1. Deep Channel Analysis. Open Gemini in a new browser tab. Copy the link of the attached vision channel. Paste it into Gemini with this exact instruction. Analyze this channel in detail. Gemini processes for about 90 seconds. What comes back isn't casual observation, it's quantified data you'd never extract manually, even watching for hours. Now go to that channel's Shorts tab. Click Popular. This shows their content ranked by total views. Find the top 5 videos, specifically the ones with 1 million plus views each. Copy all 5 complete YouTube URLs. Go to the document linked in the description. Locate the section titled Video Analysis Prompt. Copy the entire prompt. Paste it into Gemini, then paste the 5 video URLs below it, each on a separate line. Send. Gemini analyzes all 5 videos from multiple angles. It breaks down exact frame composition, precise timing intervals, audio layering patterns, and emotional pacing beats. Step 2. Topic generation. Now that Gemini understands the viral formula deeply, we use that knowledge to generate concepts. Go back to the document in the description. Copy the idea and scene generation prompt. Paste it into Gemini without modifications. Gemini will give you 15 types of small ground-based creatures, following the exact patterns it identified from analyzing those successful videos. These aren't random ideas. They're built on proven viral formulas. Step 3. Scene breakdown. Choose one of the names it mentioned. Gemini takes your selected creature and turns it into 5 to 6 detailed scene descriptions, forming a complete narrative arc. Each scene includes exact camera specifications, animal movement details, environmental conditions, and lighting parameters. Step 4. AI Video Generation. Copy the complete first prompt including every detail. Open Google Labs Flow in a new browser tab. Select the Nano Banana 2 image generation model. Select vertical aspect ratio for YouTube Shorts compatibility. Paste your complete first prompt into the generation field. Click Generate. As you can see, this is the image. It shows a small spider with a camera attached to it. Now download the image. Then in the Start option, upload it and change the model to VO 3.1. Then paste the second prompt and send. When scene 1 completes, watch it at least 3 times, evaluating critically. Here's the critical continuation technique that creates seamless professional results. When scene 1 finishes, scroll to the very last frame of the video. Right-click on that final frame, select Save Image As, and save it to your computer. When you're ready to generate scene 2, look for the Start option in Google Labs Flow. Upload that saved final frame, paste the third prompt, and then send. This tells VO 3.1. Continue from exactly this point. Maintain this lighting condition. Repeat this frame continuation process for all scenes. Scene 2 completes, save final frame. Upload as starting frame for scene 3. Scene 3 completes, save final frame for scene 4. Continue until all scenes are generated. Step 5. Editing in CapCut. Download all generated scenes to your computer. Open CapCut and create a new project. Import all scene clips into CapCut's media library. Drag scene 1 onto the timeline. Watch it completely. Trim any dead frames at the beginning where nothing happens. Add scene 2 right after scene 1 with 0 gap between them. Watch the transition point carefully. If you use the frame continuation technique correctly, the cut should feel smooth and natural. Continue adding all scenes in sequence. Once arranged, watch the entire sequence from start to finish without pausing. Your final video should be concentrated, action-maintaining attention every second. Now this is almost the most important thing. Look through the entire video and find the most interesting moment. Duplicate it, then place it at the beginning of the video for 2 seconds before the main video. This moment will create intense curiosity, making them want to know what happens next or what this strange thing is, which could significantly increase your watch time. This is the final video. Export at 1080p minimum quality. Your title must be specific and intriguing. Don't use vague titles like Animal Adventure or Cute Squirrel Video. Use this formula: Desert Spider POV. Tiny camera reveals a massive hidden underground world. Before publishing, you must mark your video as altered content in YouTube Studio. Now, if you want not just 5 or 10 other niches, but literally over 1,000, join the Comfortable Money Club community. There, you'll find the 100-day challenge to build a successful faceless channel, over 1,000 faceless niches, and in-depth weekly reviews of the top 3 most active members' channels, and much more. You can find the link in the description.